Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we finally managed to retrieve our, the Aquos gem, and now we just need to bring it back. We've also got a lot of questions about what our chief was doing with the Goblin Chief. What the hell is going on here? Hopefully we'll find out the answer soon. As you return victorious into town, one of the spares at the guard post calls out to you, "You! Have you returned with the gem?" You wave it proudly, and they begin clapping their hands and cheering. One of them leaps down and pats you on the shoulder. "The chief and Wiseman Barbarous are waiting for you by the Holy Gate. Brave spares, the tribe is proud of all of you. Now go and fulfill your duty as guards of the holiest artifact." We will. First, though, we have some loot that we can get identified and sell and all that. So let's do just that. Boom, 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 and boom. Now what have we got? We've got Soul Phantasmal. Prevents 1 to 1 plus 1 point of damage. So it prevents 2 points of damage, but 25% resistance to elements and magic and 25% less chance to be hit. Not useful. Baltimore Imperial. 5% resistance to magic and cold damage, plus 1 action points or less, and 5 to 35 damage. That's definitely better than the Blessed Axe. Give that to Sheik. Ironclad Bangle. 1 to 15 plus 8, and 20% less chance to be hit. I mean, it's good, but we lose that strength bracelet, which I like having. I don't know. And Tachyon Heart. 20% resistance to mental effects and illness, and 15% to rune reading. I think that's worth it here. Right, Sheik, you're gonna use that Blessed Axe. Alright, so the Ironclad Bangle is a very good defensive thing, but I like having the Strength Bracelet. So sue me. I'm gonna sell it. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Alright. And you. Mage spells, you improved, so we can get nothing. Okay. Wait, we can, right? Yeah. Damn it. Okay, priest spells then. We can get Divine Fire. Sure. 1 level of it. Okay. Let's head in and report in. Alright. The chief seems happy to see you, but also surprised. Did he doubt that you would succeed? Also, strangely enough, he's covered in dried blood. "Brave, brave spares! We are honored by all of you returning victorious. While your brother-in-arms failed at his task to protect our livelihood, you all have succeeded. The spirits were with us while you were searching for the gem. Our crops will now thrive evermore. Now, though, it is back in our hands, and I can feel pride in leading this tribe once more. You did your job well, and everyone in Emerald Valley thanks you. Now come, let us descend into the cave and put the Aquos gem back in its proper location." Chief Litkin and Wiseman Barbarous both descend into the cave. We're gonna end up in a fight, I imagine. Only makes sense. Chief Litkin and Wiseman Barbarous are already standing around the platform where the Aquos gem should go. Chief Litkin nods at you. "Come, it is time to do what must be done." "Give me the Aquos gem, brave spares." "Yes, sir." "The spirits will now bless us once more. My work here is finished." Wiseman Barbarous and Chief Litkin both leave the cave, and so do you shortly thereafter. You return to your house and fall asleep. It's been a long day. It's the middle of the night and you shouldn't be awake. Something is bothering you. It's probably nothing, but just a hunch. It's late in the evening. If you want to fall asleep, you should probably get back inside. Still, there's a lingering suspicion that you have. Something about the goblins, especially their chief, did not sit well with you. Taking a stroll might not be a bad idea, but you do need to sleep. To go back to bed and put your worries to rest, re-enter your house. No, we're gonna go for a stroll. Oh, he could have taught us things. Oh well. Well, now we know. And what are we going to speak about, or who to? Let's start with, he's not there. This is the chief's quarters. You are explicitly not allowed inside. Still, there's no guard standing at the entrance. If you chose, you could sneak inside. It could be dangerous and you stand to get in deep trouble, however. Enter. You enter the chief's home for the first time. It seems as if he has an entrance hall rather than just a bedroom. This is not entirely unexpected, considering how powerful and honorable he is. You can hear the chief snoring. He must be asleep, so you must be quiet while roaming about his house. There's a solemn altar here on a raised platform. This must be where the chief prays to the spirits. This is the bedchamber of Chief Litkin. You can tell since the snoring is so loud. If you wanted to, you could confront him about the evidence you have, and maybe you might get some answers. Surely. This is the chief's library. There are wooden scroll shelves along the wall holding scrolls. Bolt of fire. Unidentified scroll. Spray acid. Unidentified scroll. Arcane blow. That's powerful. Let's get these two identified. We can. Withering and brutal loss. Or bitter loss. So those two are not for us. Not worth it to use. Yeah. I think we should confront him. Enter his room. You knock on the chief's wall. You hear him get out of bed. What is it? If you woke me up, at least come in. And make it quick, please. Chief Litkin, we have some questions for you. Come in, then. We found your axe on the body of the goblin chief. How do you know that it's my axe? We spoke with Smid. He assured us that he gave his finest axe to you. The axe we found wasn't yours, then show it to us. I don't have it. That still doesn't prove that I gave it to the goblins. But you still had it when you left. You were carrying it. So you gave the axe to the goblin chief after they took the gem? Are you saying that you support their keeping the gem? Enough! I will tell you everything. 2 years ago was the day that I was appointed to become chief of Emerald Valley in our tribe. It was a stormy day, complete with rain and everything. Barbarous was presiding over the ceremony. Wickhacer was our village's most promising warrior, but he was absent, and nobody knew why. It was assumed that he didn't want the position. But I know, and so did Wickhacer. I told him that his brothers-in-arms were praying at the Holy Mound, and that he should gather them for the ceremony. You were just oversleeping, but he never checked. 2 hours later, during the celebration of my ascension, Wickhacer returned to find all of you carousing merrily. It was done, and I became chief of the village. But as of late, I fear that Wickhacer has been becoming cagey. I couldn't let the only other person who knows my secret live. I calculated a plan that would definitely work. A plan? I had ordered Wickhacer to steal the Aquos gem and tell nobody about it, not even Barbarous or his most beloved brothers-in-arms. I told him then to flee the village and stand in the opening to the valley of the Goblin village and wait there for a few days. He was to do so until tomorrow. What he didn't know is that I too left the village shortly after it was reported that he robbed the Aquos gem. I snuck up behind him and slew him. Yes, I slew your precious Wickhacer. I took my axe to the goblin chief, gave him the Aquos gem, and told him to hide the gem for a few days, and that I would pick it up soon. The axe was payment, you see. I was hoping that you would die from the goblins so I could recover the gem and get glory. But now my plans are shattered. Or at least they almost are. Now I can kill you and silence everything. Wickhacer, you and the goblins all dead. Nobody will know my secret. Why did you do it? Why did I do it, you ask? Power. Power controls all. Beliefs are hollow and can be manipulated, but power in your hands is the only absolute. I am the Word. I am the law. I have the power, and the more I get, the more whatever I want becomes reality. I can shape truth and morality with these two hands. And even though you may know what I did, I can silence you and make my own world. Truth is defined by the winners, and I will not lose. You bastard. Honor, tradition, and conviction. You die now, false chief. You have limited time to win this fight. Okay, reloading. But at least we know what we have to do. Alright, now that we know about all this, we can prepare beforehand. Alright, enter his room. Yes, yes, let the cutscene go through. We know what you did. I just realized, is that model actually from Nethergate? It looks like it could be a Celtic model. Okay. Well, this is going to be painful. Can we slow him? He resists, so the answer is no. And he's immune to magic, it seems. Good to know. Ow. Okay, try that again. He is very powerful. Ooh. If I can get him focused on Fox and get that certain spell out, potion, we would stand more of a chance. We have an invulnerability potion, we could use it. Trick is everything else. Anyway. Yes, enter his room in combat, and we will be able to deal with him from the start. Yes, yes, go through this whole thing, please. I do wonder just how much time we have to complete this fight. Okay. Alright. Alright. That's a decent amount of damage. Now you... And Fox, you drink that. You serious? He was invulnerable. How did that work? Okay, I gotta reload now. This is going to be incredibly frustrating, I can already see. Enter his room. Go through the cutscene. Yes, yes, we know about the cutscene and all that crap. Come on already. Alright, you wait. Alright, you... Yeah, hopefully that'll keep you alive. Alright, healing for yourself, and wait. And I guess another arrow. Chief Litkin is clearly suffering. He is panting and covered with blood. You shall die! He seems to be getting somewhat desperate. Is your power surprising and perhaps even surpassing him? Seems like it might be. Chief Litkin is on his last breaths. He has clearly sustained many near-fatal wounds. He is heaving desperately, but still seems able to fight. I won't die! Not after all of my efforts! He seems to be getting madder and more desperate as you are defeating him. Okay. I think we may have this. Chief Litkin is defeated. He slumps onto the ground, no longer possessing the will to fight. I had everything planned. This isn't the end, is it? You and I are different. Somehow the same. I pray you realize this someday. May the spirits be with you. Brave spares. Chief Litkin expires, dead at last. The tribe will never be the same. Well then. We got quite a bit there. We got the claymore, that can be sold. Ooh, pants of power, hold on. 1 to 3 and 5 resist. Okay. Not the same as that other pants of power. But it's still nice. Okay. Well, let's go out of here. Chief Litkin is dead. Despite no guards being in the area, plenty heard the fight and are waiting outside of the chief's house as you emerge. They see blood on you and assume the worst. Fortunately for you, Wiseman Barbarous is among them and tells the crowd to wait for you to explain. You tell them about Litkin's treachery and murder and that he is responsible for the robbery. Wiseman Barbarous and you re-enter Litkin's home and you explain the situation to him. He is shocked and furious. He shakes his head, scowls, and turns to you. You serve our tribe with your honor once more. I cannot tell you how shocked I am to know that I trusted that fiend. I assure you these travesties will never happen again. Barbarous explains to the crowd that Litkin was never their chief and had the rightful heir to their tribe murdered. The entire crowd goes silent with shame. Everyone shuffles back to their houses and guard posts until the next morning. The next day, Barbarous holds a ceremony appointing all of you as joint chiefs of the tribe. It is unusual, but few people argue against it. Your first action is to collect Wickacer's body and have it buried in the Holy Mound. Nobody will be able to bring your beloved brother back, but he stood for everything your tribe holds dear. Honor, tradition, and conviction. You lead the tribe as best you can, but it's difficult knowing that you had to serve under a lie, and that your brother-in-arms who should rightfully rule never will. You have come to know everything about your tribe and the mystery surrounding your ascension. Still, one lingering thought remains. Litkin died saying that you and he were the same. All you can do is devote your lives to being different. The end. Barbarous gives you a glistening pair of gloves. These are a reward for your incredible service to the tribe. It is my offer of generosity for defending our honor. Wear them proudly. Interesting. You know what? I'm curious what these gloves are. Let's take a look in, where is it? The Artifacts Hall, so we can see what exactly they are. As well as these other things we got. Because here, there's a guy who identifies things. So what are these things? We have a Blessed Claymore, nice. Liberty, 1 to 12 points of damage prevented and 10% resistance to elements and magic. And Loyalty, 1 to 12 points of damage, 10% less chance to be hit. It's some fairly decent stuff, I guess. But I guess we don't really need them, because I don't really hold on to these things. Still, it was nice. And that is the end of that episode. And the end of Emerald Mountain. It was okay. The story was somewhat interesting. It was alright. But the balance was so frustrating. Obviously, he expected people to be of higher level in order to complete it. 15 was not, this is the level you should start at and it goes to this level. 15 was bare minimum in order to complete it. And even then, I was struggling so much. I know I don't have the ideal party build, but still, that could have been done so much better here. And I got so frustrated by this. Next episode, we'll move on to another scenario by Terra's Martyr. Till then, I'm Chester44, that is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.